Sir, it's so great to see you again, man.
Too, man. How are you?
Great. You're so good in this, but I'm
Thanks.
still waiting to see you in a musical.
Oh, well, what's love got to do with it? Kind of counts as a musical.
Yeah, it does. We talked about that before. It totally counts, but it's not like
School
full.
Days is kind of like a musical, isn't it?
Yes. Now, I wanted to ask, you've played so many, iconic mentors on film. What made Henderson stand apart for you?
You know, I haven't really done a lot of the espionage spy thriller stuff. I mean, I did the series of Hannibal as Jack Crawford.
Mhm.
I did a picture called Bad Company with Ellen Barkin and Frank Langella back in the 90s. That was, kind of a spy movie. And All the Old Knives with Chris Pine and Tandy Way Newton more recently. But this gave me an opportunity to be in like this kind of international spy thriller that goes all over the globe and, visit cities, but not perhaps the shiniest parts of the city.
Right.
More like the gritty parts of the city. And also, I mean, just let's face it, I mean, the opportunity to work with the great Rami Malek is something that I couldn't pass up.
Now, the amateur is all about being thrown into something that you're really not trained for. This might be a stretch for somebody as seasoned as you are, but can you think of a role or a moment on set that made you feel a little bit like an amateur?
Well, if you think about the origins of the word the amateur, it actually means lover.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm
Uh,
learning
yeah,
something new.
if you check out the etymology of the word, it actually means lover.
Okay.
So I love what I do.
Yeah.
So yeah, every moment was like that, really. If you take it back to the origins of the word.
Okay. Yeah, I like that answer. That's
Yeah.
great. Sorry to veer off topic, but I really
Okay.
wanted to ask this. John Wick 5 was just announced earlier this week, and since you're the one taking care of
I'm the
John's
first one
dog,
you're the first person I've heard this from.
what?
What was announced? What was
Yeah,
announced
they said they're
exactly?
doing John Wick 5.
Okay.
So yeah, so I was just gonna say, since you're taking care of John's dog, I mean, the odds are good that we'll get to see the Bowery King again,
Yeah,
right?
it's possible.
You
That would
gotta
be
give that
great. That
dog
would
back
be
to him. I don't
awesome.
know if you've ever taken care of somebody else's dog, but it's a
Oh
pain.
yeah, sure. I've taken care of somebody else's dog. I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now I also want to say, I mean, you said recently that you'd be up for returning as Morpheus if they called. So if you could choose your Keanu team up, would you rather return for Matrix 5 or John Wick 5 first? Which would be your preference?
It doesn't matter which one is first. It's chicken and egg for me.
Gotcha. Nice, nice. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
yeah,
Last question for you,
yeah.
back to Henderson as a mentor.
hmm
If you could sit under the learning tree of one of your own past characters, who would it be and why?
That's great. I was really, really blessed with the opportunity to play the late, great Nelson Mandela back in 2014. And if there was anybody who I would sit at their feet to gain some wisdom and some understanding, it would have been his.
I love that. That's a great answer. Thank you so much for your time. I
Thank
really
you. Take
appreciate
care,
it.
man.
Thank you. Yeah, you too, man. We'll
All
talk
right.
again soon.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.